Welcome back. This is an ongoing series I'm doing, but this is the second really video. So go watch the last one where I explain all of this. So I'm continuing on from the last video, okay? We're souls. Once we leave this body, we're souls that only experience love. We choose to come here. What I didn't cover in the last video is that Earth is like a school. I understand Dolores Cannon talks about this stuff too. I haven't watched a lot of her stuff, but this is what I've been channeling. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our journey. Earth is like a school, okay? So when you choose to incarnate here, there's reasons why you choose to come here. They want me to remind you guys that a big reason of why we're all here is because we want to experience being in a human body. We want to drink wine. We want to skydive. We want to experience falling in love. We want to experience having children. We want to experience hiking and traveling. That's a big part of why we come. But I'm not talking about that in this video. In this video, I'm talking about a continuation of the last one of we come here to learn and evolve as a soul and to give and support the collective in some way. That's what I'm going to talk about today. So we create soul contracts with the big players in our life, which are caregivers, partners, and children. We also create soul contracts with experiences because experiences will help us to learn the lessons or give back. Usually the soul contracts you have with experiences, say you've experienced something that's a negative or trauma or etc. And once you overcome those things, that's usually the medicine you're here to teach. I'm creating a program right now with my friend and business partner who's a psychotherapist and an evolutionary astrologist. It's a 3-month program where we're going to be going into this and helping people identify what they're here to do, align to their mission and purpose. Talking about this a little bit today. So some of the soul contracts, as a subset to what I covered in the last video, souls have come to help with the awakening. We have been under control for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. I cover that in the first 6 videos in this series. I'm wearing the same shirt. It's Tupac. Go check out the first videos in the series and go on. There are people that are souls that are incarnating, choosing to be here to help with the awakening, to help with dismantling the systems and structures that no longer serve us. I came out of banking and finance as one of the 4 pillars that are collapsing. That's one of the most corrupt on the planet. I have many clients all over the globe who are in Western medicine or education. I've even had a couple clients that are in political structures or media, but there's people waking up within these systems, starting to wake up to what's really going on, and they're being called out to their mission and purpose, which is to help with the dismantling or restructuring of the systems that will serve us, okay? Some souls choose to incarnate to hold a positive vibration to help us all on this planet raise our vibration so we can break the systems and structures that don't serve us. Not getting into that in the video. There's a lot of great people on TikTok that talk more about the vibrational part, right? I might do some videos. Drop your comments below if you want me to do that. Everything I share is channeled. I don't know any of this stuff from a human perspective. Although the more I channel, the more I learn. So if you think about if a soul came here to help hold the vibration of love, they might not have had a very difficult life. They might have already experienced all that in previous incarnations, and they're here. This might be the first time they've incarnated here to experience what they need to experience in order to hold a high vibration of joy and love. For those of us who've experienced trauma or difficult experiences, we came here to learn and to evolve. And when you learn and evolve, you then can share those learnings with the collective to help everyone else, which is what I'm doing. I left banking and finance and started channeling out of the blue after being visited by 2 angels who talked to me for 3.5 hours and was enveloped with the most beautiful sense of love. And they said, that is really what we are. We're all love up here. So we create soul contracts with the big players in our life, as well as certain experiences, so that it creates the conditions required for us to do what we came to do. Learn and evolve, help the collective. And here's some of the big overall collective ones that I just covered. So then we incarnate into human, okay? And so I've been talking a lot on this channel about Hollywood. Some of these souls, many of the souls incarnated to go into Hollywood, to help with the dismantling of Hollywood, to help shed light and truth, to wake everyone up. Some people incarnated into the education field, and they're starting to wake up and going, this doesn't feel good. Why are we forcing this stuff down kids' throats that doesn't actually help them, right? Why aren't parents have more of a say of the curriculum? Why is the government in control of it? Who's that serving, right? People incarnating into Western medicine and waking up. When they're here, I have a lot of clients in Western medicine that are waking up and they're meant to start diving into more natural modalities and natural plant medicine and then teach people the difference. But they needed the experience first in Western medicine in order to have context and sometimes credibility. Okay? So we create all this stuff for ourselves. We choose to incarnate into these systems and structures to give us the experiences and the training we need to step into our mission and purpose, which is so cool when I channel that stuff for people. We even have souls incarnating into bad guys. I covered this in some of the videos a few weeks ago, about a month or so ago. Even the bad guys are souls that are all love to start, okay? But they've chosen to come in and help being part of shedding light on the polarity and duality, which are different things. They're here to shed light on that, to help almost create the conditions needed to force people to wake up that are only going to wake up through that, right? Some of these, people who are doing nefarious things, bad guys in the news or whatever, they took on soul contracts to be that. And now, caveat, I'm not going to get into this in this video. Let me know if you guys want, drop a comment below if you want me to get into this, but in subsequent lives after this, they might have to go and experience being bad guyed upon, right? Go experience the flip side of the cruelty they're inflicting, etc. But they did choose to come into Avatar to be a bad guy. As we're watching bad guys, as more bad stuff happen, 2020, a lot of the things that we're told that we have to believe are real, that create fear and control, that create fear. It's done on purpose to control us. There has to be bad guys playing these parts on the other side of this to get us to wake up. We have to wake up. It's time to wake up and realize what's really happening here. All of this stuff is orchestrated. We're not meant to live this way, guys. We're not meant to live in chaos and destruction and fear. And the more that we participate, go watch the other videos I did in this series, but the more we participate and believe through the media that we have to do certain things, through Hollywood, that we have to believe certain things, right? The more we're participating and holding all these structures up that keep us controlled, we can disconnect from this. So understand that we are all here playing a part. If you didn't want to be here, you wouldn't be here, your soul. Sometimes I don't want to be here. I always say to my people closest to me who understand, I always say, beam me up, Scotty. Remember in Star Trek, I'm like, I'm ready to be beamed up. If you weren't meant to be here, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't want to be here, you wouldn't be here. You chose to be here. And it's honestly a privilege to be here in a human body. There are so many souls that want to come and experience all the things that we have to experience. And my guides are saying right now, and they say this sometimes, I said this in my other videos, is that you can choose how much energy you're directing towards the negative stuff, to the media, hating on certain people, hating people for their race or their gender or sexual orientation. You get to choose how miserable you want to be by hating other people, or you can redirect that energy into creating the reality you want. Leave the job if you're unhappy. Leave the job. Leave the partner that's abusive. By clearing out space in your life and letting things go that aren't serving you and not bringing you joy, you create the space for the positive to come in. You get to create your reality, but stop directing your energy towards the things that bring you anger or hate or fear. That's exactly what contributes to the systems of control. So just know that you came here for a reason. And if you're going to be here, don't waste it. Go and experience joy. Go and drink the wine, unless you're struggling, then don't do that. But, take this with a grain of salt. If you're triggered, not trying to trigger you. Go hiking. Go enjoy friends. Go travel. Go do the things that bring you joy. Ask yourself why you're not. There's a lot of things you can do that you're not doing that will bring you joy. And remember, again, you chose to be here, and the question is why. And that's what you can start asking your higher self, God, the universe, to bring you why. That's what I channel. I channel, why are you here? And people tell me, my clients tell me, almost all my business is referrals. It's so beautiful and supportive when I can channel why you're here and why did you experience experiences you've had. It's for a greater good, and that facilitates forgiveness. It facilitates creating the space in your life to take hold of your mission and purpose and truly live the life you want. Remember, you chose to be here. Okay, you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to be. So make the most of it. All right, let me know what questions and comments you have. I'm happy to channel more if you like these topics. And while everything I share is channeled from a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey, I have to say this is for fun entertainment. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.